Hello, what is happening? Welcome to the very first Indie Fan Fest. I'm your host, Justin Woodward, co-founder of The Mix, the Media Indie Exchange. And Indie Fan Fest is going to be amazing. It's a brand new festival dedicated to celebrating professional indie developers, their games, and the fans who love the culture and want to discover something new and fresh to share with their homies. We partnered with Digital Banditos to make a splash and help elevate games gain traction, and when they are ready, next month secure some demo plays, follows, and wish lists so they are off to the races. Speaking of wish lists, make sure to visit our Steam Indie Fan Fest event page where you'll find all the games were featured in today's show, and when Steam Next Fest rolls around next month, play these games. Thanks to our participating dev teams and sponsors, we will be giving away Steam keys for related titles and other surprises, so keep your eyes peeled for those. We also have a charity we want to shout out called Experience Studios, which helps game devs reach their full potential through mentorship, grants, and a network to fully help devs succeed. The first game funded was Althea Wrath of a Fairy, and we are looking for more games and teams to help out, so please apply. On the social side, subscribe and or follow Indie Fan Fest on all your socials, as well as us at Indie Exchange and Media Indie Exchange and Digital Banditos. If you are a developer looking to elevate your game, send us a shout out and we will work with you for sure. Shout out to our sponsoring partners for supporting us for this first show: Raw Fury, Soft Source XD, HeroCraft PC, and Meta Publishing. You guys are great. Thanks to our broadcasting partners for collaborating with us on this new awesome show: IGN, GameSpot, Twitch, and Steam for working with us. This is going to be a sensational showcase. Let's get things cracking with our first set of up-and-coming games, starting with the fun and cozy game all about yummy, yummy, tasty food.
Salir Aristalak. Alarm Austel. Kulet. Neben Otsus. Ruvud Eron.
Åkare och den
TMI agent, it's time to put your skills to the test inside the metaphysical anomaly. Shoot your enemies. Kick your enemies. Snap your enemies. Love your enemies. Wait, what? Collect their souls to upgrade your run. Dangerous creatures reside within the metaphysical. Time to get to work, Agent. Psycho Finger, a finger-banging roguelike adventure. Wishlist now.
There were some excellent gems, no cubic zirconium in that last segment. Looking forward to Kukuniki, Bowl Up, and Froggy Hates Snow. Such fun titles. Make sure to check out those games on our Steam event page, wishlist them, and play them during Steam Next Fest and wherever they are available. This next gaggle of titles ranges from action to horror, including some dark takes, crazy mountain climbing hijinks, and some in-your-face blaster action. Let's get into it.
Beneath is a first-person survival horror set in the crushing depths of the Atlantic Ocean. This game is a Lovecraftian horror through and through. We wanted that dark, creeping dread, the sense that the universe is bigger and older and far more hostile than you'll ever understand. Ammunition, scarce. Supplies, limited. Your sanity? slipping rapidly. We're bringing Beneath to PC, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series XS on October 28th, and we cannot wait for you to experience it. But here's the big news. You don't have to wait. The demo is live right now on PC. Suit up, dive in, and see if you're ready to face what lies beneath.
Hi guys, this is Sophie from Aureka Studio. So our game Fishstick Protocol has a demo out today. Fishstick Protocol is a co-op online game where you play as these little disposable and super cute clones. Your job is simple: jump into dangerous dimensions and grab as many shiny artifacts as you can. And wait, is that a cat toaster? It was a cat toaster. Anyways, collect things and try to not die. When you make it back, I mean if you make it back, all the loot goes straight into Stan Betterman's manor. He's your boss, he doesn't care about you. He's just a bit too much about frozen food and design. That's the whole vibe of the game. And that's where the magic happens. The shower heals you and repaint your outfit. So you're probably gonna waste half your mission playing in there with your friends. A run usually lasts, I don't know, something like 10 minutes. But honestly, it can stretch to an hour if you spend forever messing in the hub, especially in the shower. Did I mention we had magic shower already? Oh yeah, the dimensions themselves. Oh, total chaos. Exploding flowers, swarms of bugs, weird anomalies. The clock is always ticking. But rushing always gets you killed. If you're smart, you can actually use the danger to solve puzzles in a way we didn't even plan for. Every run is procedurally generated. So new biomes, new hazards, new vibes every time. And some areas are built so you actually have to cooperate if you want the real loot. Like that cat toaster, I mean. Can't agree on what to do? Just set it in a very professional way. This is what we do. And yeah, you're clones. Death isn't a big deal. Teammates can revive you. But if everyone's dead, all your loot is gone. But don't worry though, the manor is saved with all the weird things collected so far. I promise. Between missions, the manor hub is where you hang out, explore a bit, mess around, show off the shiny vis you nearly died for. It's cozy. I mean, in a weird corporate dystopia way. Oh, here's the shower again! So yeah, the demo's out right now on Steam. Go play it, wishlist the game, and maybe you even survive long enough to bring home something shiny. Remember, your clone doesn't matter, but that cat toaster matters a lot. Thank you for watching. Wishlist the game. Bye!
Pinball. Shooter. Roguelite. In the search for the Elysium event, only you can defend our ship against the Iron Accord. We're counting on you, Tilt units. Arm up. Upgrade your arsenal. Board their shuttles. Steal their technologies. Unleash the full might of the fleet. And much more.
I can't wait for my taste of the amazing new pumpkin spice.
Have you ever wanted to climb a mountain? So many amazing content creators have done just that in Cairn's demo, and we love how they've been having fun with the game. Like Scrapman, he and other real-world climbers have been applying their actual climbing techniques in Cairn.
Okay, so we're having... Can I smear on the wall like this? Just to get my other foot up better. Alright, then we get our other foot to a better hold. Sometimes if you have a good hand hold, you don't need to find another hold on the wall. You can just use that foot. Here, let's go out here to the volume.
And since Ava is a world-renowned climber, you can even do some moves that few of us could actually pull off in real life. But some take that as a challenge. Climber Alex Bania wanted to try the gym routes for himself, so he set Cairn's routes in an actual climbing gym. Good luck, Alex. But you don't need to be a climber yourself to play Cairn. You'll get the full range of immersion, tension, and victory, even if you've never climbed in your life. Just look at how stressed and relieved Molly Berry was after reaching a safe handhold.
No, no. Yes, you got this. Yes, come on, you got this. You got this. Yes, put your feet up. There you go.
There we go.
There you go.
That's what in real life. I just want like an alert, basically, like
You like your heart rate?
like every time I reach like a milestone for like active minutes, even though I've sat down, it's just my heart going the entire time.
Even Shay Thompson was on the edge of her seat. You might still fall. Some routes are just harder than others. Or maybe you were a little too ambitious. There are, of course, accidents. For instance, jumping off a cliff, like Northern Lion did.
You would not catch me doing this. Ah, you jumped down! I did not mean to jump down. I meant to cancel.
But you know what? Falling is not that bad. As long as you plant a piece on, your buddy Climbot will catch you.
Oh, come on!
We're so incredibly proud of the demo's reception. Thank you all for playing it and for sharing your gameplay.
Are you ready for Cammy?
If you haven't tried it yet, play the demo for yourself. Go climb that mountain.
I told you to mind your own business.
Got myself a shiny new chrome, wanna touch my skin, but this flesh not yours to hold. I won't phone police, cause pigs never did nothing for me I couldn't have done on my own. Up in peace, dance with the beast in my mind. A rough sleep intertwined with the sheets. A tough beat, but I'ma find my release. Still trigger warning that's gonna squeeze. Where's God? He must have skipped my house when Joy was living out. But every bar at this prison is getting chiseled out. Like no doubt, cause I know to spot the criminal now. Repeat the pattern of the quilt. His cadaver spilled milk. Oh well, see rose petals will. And you do the same too. If you share the same view, I'll make sure there's room for two. Cause my aim's true.
This is a style for a title that sounds silly, but nothing kill you if you don't keep that on swivel. Keep the name and kiss my grits, meat is brittle. Metro North as they smash, keep it Billy. Billy Clark on this great game on Oakley. X-Men head to head with Mikey, now you know me. Soul in the hole, used to be Shaheed. Old Elliot's Obi-Wan and only.
The store will be closing soon.
Welcome back to the Indie Fan Fest. Even though you never left, I never did. We are blasting right through some dope games. Escape from Duck Off had me quacking and laughing, you know? I am a sucker for survival horror and dig the visuals for I Hate This Place, mad creepy. Shout out to RST and Broken Mirror for that one, and Skybound too. Once again, check out our Steam page for all the games in the show and more. We're gonna smash into the next section, but before we do, let's hop into a key giveaway, guys. Take out your Polaroids, bulky-ass iPads, or whatever you use to take pictures these days, and lock in on these sweet QR codes for your chance to grab a game. 1 1000, 2 1000, 2 2000, and 3 gone. Our next segment will have you using your mental Rubik's Cube speedrun tools and city management reflexes, because we are going to tumble roll into some brand new puzzle and sim games.
Welcome to Hotel Architect, the ultimate management game where creativity meets chaos. Since launching into early access in May, we've been rolling out a whole host of content. This includes updates, changes, and improvements based on our community's feedback. Our latest and greatest update lets you check into the fabulous Las Vegas. In the City of Light, you can build a grand casino hotel where the chips will always flow in your favour. Whether you choose to fund your venture by playing it safe or taking a risk with some more unconventional backers, the path to success will invite a new challenge in this scenario. The new casino zone can be decked out with fully simulated games such as blackjack, roulette, baccarat, craps, a money wheel, and slot machines. Fund their cash reserves, draw in upper crusts with bigger bets, and watch your profits soar. Now, don't forget that you'll need to hire the best croupiers for the job. But watch out, some have been known to swindle away your earnings. Of course, like all of the other hotel destinations available, from Gothenburg to Paris, customer satisfaction is key to make sure your guests want to stick around and gamble all of their money away. The fun doesn't stop there. We are thrilled to announce that the bellhop and room service update is coming very soon. And yes, that does mean that your guests will now arrive with suitcases ready for their stay. Who knows where they were storing their socks before?
Hey, we're Happy Volcano. Today, we're excited to introduce you to Modulus, our new factory automation game where you cut, colour, stamp and assemble 3D building blocks to design and optimize sprawling factories.
Modulus is all about creating building blocks to construct entire buildings, with modular design at the core of the gameplay. The concept of modularity fits perfectly with the factory automation genre, where reusing and mass-producing items is key. In Modulus, however, the focus is on freedom.
Buildings do have specific requirements, but there's no fixed formula for how you meet them.
What I love most about Modulus is that the modules you craft are actually used to build. Every building block you create has a purpose.
Let's take a look under the hood and talk about how it all works. The beauty of Modulus's voxel system is how mathematical its core operations are. A factory line starts out with a basic cube, and then it's up to the player to slice it up, rotate it around, paint it a new color, and reassemble all of the pieces to make anything they want. Chain these operators together, and that's when things start to get complex.
When we began exploring the art style for Modulus, voxel art quickly emerged as the obvious choice. The factory is built on a grid, allowing you to create modules from blocks, resulting in grid-aligned geometric shapes. And what art style is more fitting for cubes on a grid than voxel art?
You can play the Modulus demo for free right now on Steam. Wishlist it, share it, and come hang out with us on Discord. We'd love to hear your feedback. We're just getting started and we can't wait to show you what's next.
Hi there, I'm Air from Mimox, and Umami is our first game as an indie studio. Do you remember as a kid playing with wooden things, like blocks or puzzles, or even those sticks that you could build towers with? Well, we really liked that feeling. The tactile joy of building and creating something with your hands. That's really where Umami started for us. It's inspired by those simple yet warm childhood memories. And we wanted Umami to feel that way. We had been carrying the idea for a long time, but it's a big and quite honestly scary decision to start as an indie developer. And also, there wasn't really anything out there that looked quite like it, so we knew we would have to do everything from scratch. The game design, the art, the mechanics, So, as you can guess, many aspects needed lots of trial and error because it was all new. For example, balancing the puzzles was one of the toughest parts for us. At first, you might think, wait, it's cute and cozy, so it's necessarily easy. But we worked really hard to bring an actual puzzle to life, something that would challenge you without being frustrating. It took many iterations, but we are really pleased with how it all came together. We also spent a lot of time on the sounds, so every little move and interaction has its own sound identity and feels satisfying. Whether it's the soft rotation when you turn a piece, that click when it snaps in place, or even little crunches and food sounds around the dioramas. It's all part of this feedback loop, where no matter what you do, it just feels nice. What makes us even happier is how community feedback helped us improve it even more. We've always wanted Umami to be a space where everyone can unwind in their own way. So we've been refining and improving the accessibility, camera, and controls to make the experience as smooth and welcoming as possible. And looking at Umami now, we're just proud. It's polished, it's satisfying, and it's a nice brain workout too. So we really hope that Umami feels like a gentle, warm escape you can come back to anytime. We are very excited to share Umami with you when it comes out on November 17th. See you later. Bye.
Have you ever been kicked off the train for your fangs or your visible brains? Well, you know it's a crying shame, 'cause we all want to travel by train.
Welcome to the very first look at the online multiplayer mode from Gunny Ascent. From the first reveal of characters where we announced guests like Among Us, That's Not My Neighbor, or Wind and Water puzzle battles, we have continued to announce multiple indie game characters, so make sure to check out our social medias to see who has been revealed. You'll be able to unlock and play as them in the main campaign, and in the multiplayer mode, through the customization tab. Here you can see all your unlocked characters and showcase them in a way that's unique to you. From the world you play in to the emotes and crazy patterns, make your profile feel like you. And of course, choose a character from your favorite games and learn about new ones, with fun info to explore about each one. Although all these characters have specific inventory for single player mode, multiplayer mode has its own thing. This is the wait room. Here you'll be able to wait for new players to join the lobby or share a room code to play with friends. When your opponent has entered, you two can ready up to start a fight or just mess around for a little bit. Oh, here we go. Back to the action. We have turned the gameplay into a full-on brawl in a 1v1 experience. Attack, jump, and build your way to victory. This is how it works. There are some unique things to look out for once a match has started. You can see on the top your next attack. You choose your attack power by making lines. The more lines you do, the stronger the attack will be, making it way more difficult to dodge for your opponent. Each line you make will make the opponent's miasma go up, so you better hurry up to cancel the attack with your own lines, or just rush up to survive the wave. Our safe blocks, which you create by fixing holes on the floor, will count as extra lines. So if you do align with them, you can do attacks in the most optimal way, or save yourself from a particularly strong attack. That's not looking good. But don't worry, we decided to embrace the roguelite experience, so if you lose a life, You'll get to choose between 2 items to improve your chances in the next round. Never give up. There's always a way to come back. At the end, the winner is whoever managed to destroy all their opponent's hearts and stands with the crown. Rematch, search for new opponents, or fight your friends. All coins that you get here also work to unlock new characters on the story mode, so grind away, better your strategy, and keep improving your skills. So make sure to wishlist on Steam. A limited time multiplayer demo will be available on Steam Next Fest. How exciting!
I need to get some sushi after that piece. Umami is highly unique and only something an indie team without boundaries would put together for sure. I have a soft spot for golf sims too, and the combination of under par golf, architecture, and sims, it's just so unique. Every game in that segment looked like a banger. And make sure to support their games through our official Steam page and play the demos when they are available. I'm gonna tell you that like 1,000 times during the showcase. We would like to extend our gratitude to Twitch for hosting us and caring about the creativity of the designers and developers showcased. They have also been supporting the nonprofit Experience Studios, which helps fund professional underrepresented developers and prepares them to advance to the next level. Thank you all for staying tuned to Indie Fan Fest. We're going to get tactical and mythical on that ass with some new RPGs and strategy games. Let's roll.
手並み拝見ってとこかしら。
悪かね。
ここに剣山。そこに
くらえ。
これぞ一気当選。何が出てくるかしら。リスクを取るのも戦略のうち。人は頭を使うものよ。ヒーローパワー全開。想像以上にヤバそうなんですけど。
面白くなってきやがった。さあ本気でやり合おうぜ。
Today I'm playing Liminal Skies, a cozy creative game where you go beyond building and bring worlds to life. And here's what I made. Some mansions, a cafe, an apothecary, and a farm stand for all my cabbages. I even built a cave house by covering it with rocks, and I think it's still pretty cozy inside. I'd live here. Then I healed some trauma by having the game help me make a few NPCs.
Oh my stars and garters, you look absolutely radiant today. Your aura is simply glowing.
I'm Bing Bong, and I'm actually fine. Nothing bad happened to me. Do you know what makes you special? There's only one person in this whole realm exactly like you.
Let me show you how I did it. When you first fly into your island, you have a wide open canvas, so let's start building. You can cycle through random options or change every color you want. Here I'm just picking some favorites. I always love this rainbow stone. This one we can do gray, and purple wood would look nice here. For the interior, I think blue wallpaper looks nice with white floors. Then I like to think about what kind of character would live here, so let's make one. I'm starting with a random NPC, and we'll just change her outfit a little bit. We'll go with matching colors. Now let's make her cheerful, and thinking about whether capybaras would be soft or coarse, and see what the game comes up with. I like all of these options, but I'll just keep my favorite and adjust it a little bit. And there she is.
Gosh, I do wonder, would a capybara's fur be soft as a bunny or bristly like a piglet? I've never seen one myself.
Now we can start my favorite part, interior decorating. So let's place a bed and a nightstand. And while we're at it, a little emergency midnight snack. I always have too much fun and lose track of time doing this, so let me skip to the good part. That's much better. Very cozy. Wait, let me show you in photo mode. But it's not just about this house. I've got a whole island to build, and look how much progress I've made. But I still want to fill in the empty spaces, so I'll just quickly paint in some flowers. And of course my town square needs way more NPCs to feel alive. Here's the final product. I had so much fun with this build, and I can't wait to swap towns with friends and see what they've made. You can wishlist Liminal Skies on Steam now.
Below the Crown is a game about strategy and tactics. So let's see how they play out. Here's a simple example with only 2 enemies left in the room, the king and a bishop. Since the turn assist lit up, let's see what it suggests. Okay, so this time we're playing with the wizard king. So first we move him to a spot with a clear view of the other end of the room. We then take the rook card in our hand and cast it to the other end of the room in a spot where it can attack both the enemy king and bishop at the same time. This is called a fork. The enemy king has no choice but to avoid capture, which allows us to then gobble up that bishop. You'll notice that the enemy king yields once he has no one left to defend him. This helps speed up the game and get us to the next dungeon room. Okay, let's look at a more interesting example from a game I recently played. The enemy king is safely tucked away up here in the corner, and he has a powerful queen blocking my path and making it difficult for me to attack him. However, I'm further along in the dungeon, and I've been able to gain some new magical tricks along the way. For starters, I upgraded my rook with wraparound. This allows it to wrap around the edge of the board when it moves, so I was able to use it to get my rook up there, but it can't finish the job on its own. I also cast this slime on the ground which interrupts movement, protecting my wizard king from the enemy queen harassing it. It took me a moment, but then I saw 2 tricks I could use to checkmate the enemy king, even from here. The first is that I had a mimic piece in my hand. Mimics allow you to copy any piece you can see, and I can see the enemy queen. So I used my mimic to copy the enemy and create my very own powerful queen. Casting her exactly at this spot is important, which I'll show in a moment, but let's let the enemy take their turn. Okay, she's dead set on harassing my wizard king, but it's already too late. I simply move out of the way and then use the swap spell I've been saving. This allows you to swap any piece you can see with any other piece on the board, and I can see my queen. If I swap her with my rook, she completely traps the enemy king in the corner. But more importantly, when my rook takes her place, because it has wraparound, it attacks the enemy king where it stands, creating a checkmate. There's much more to show, but hopefully that gives you an idea of some of the strategy and tactical play possible in Below the Crown.
What a cold demise, Pilgrim. The Inferno bids it so. 9 dominions vast in despair, where sinners' souls are bound to eternal punishment, ruled by 9 beings sired from sin. You pilgrims, though, you evade those bindings. Your soul is branded infurious. A chance at redemption. To face the sins incarnate is your trial, where the battle for your soul lies in the cards. Wield the cards, deploy the wards. But to prove you're an opponent of worth, you must brave each ruler's dominion and the dread within. This is your infernal pilgrimage.
Doombound, I mean, it is the opposite of dirty and dusty. I mean, it boasts such a sleek style. The deck building horror FPS with Inferius is incredibly imaginative. Looking forward to Below the Crown and all of those games. Check out all those strategy RPG lace titles on the site and wishlist them as well. Before we get back into it, let's do another key giveaway. A QR code is right now bouncing around on the screen. Grab the code, sign up, and get them keys. 1, 2, 3 to the foe, gone. In our last Indie Fan Fest segment, we're going to float into some cozy, playful, and narrative-driven games. Let's get serene with these next titles.
Hi, my name is Greg Johnson. Some of you may know me for the series Toe Jam and Earl and its latest installment, Back in the Groove, which was able to release thanks to those who supported the Kickstarter. I am returning to Kickstarter now with a new project that is very personal to me. It's called Dancing with Ghosts. The game is a wholesome, interactive narrative with a compelling, heartfelt story full of charm and humor. Set within a chill, sim-type living village, players play the role of Mai, a Thai girl who feels lost and overcome with guilt because of the death of her parents. Mai meets a ghost who's lost her memory and is trapped in this world. Players will do missions, tons of mini-games, and dance to new music I've written just for the game. There are tons of hilarious moments and some incredibly heartfelt ones as well. Ironically, Mai sets out to help the ghost, but it is really the ghost that teaches Mai how to be fully alive. If this sounds like it's of any interest to you, or you just want to help an independent developer with something they're very passionate about, please consider supporting the Kickstarter. Thank you to The Mix and Digital Banditos for your help in getting the word out, and I hope you enjoy the rest of Indie Fan Fest.
Hi, this is Lisa from Space Sauce, and you're watching Origami the Paper Adventure. You play as a lost letter, traveling across time and continents to find its way to the one who is still waiting for it. To make your way, you transform into different origami forms. Sail as a boat, roll as a ball, fly as a plane, or even turn into a shuriken to scare off enemies or break through tough obstacles. Sometimes you will need to combine forms and gain new abilities. This is our first location, an old Japanese garden, a very calm place to escape after a long day. Relax, discover hidden spots, solve little puzzles, and meet your cute buddy. Hello, kitty! Whoop! Guess where you're now? Welcome to medieval Venice. Meet its inhabitants. They can give you hints on where to go. Fly above the colorful rooftops. Drive down the canals. Explore narrow streets. And don't be afraid to go down into the dungeon. Oh yeah, and visit a fair. Yeah, fairs are always fun. Ooh, look how the scale increases here. We wanted to let you see the familiar things from a new perspective. Simply lovely. Boom. Now your journey brought you to the Wild West. Ready for a minecart race with a kitty? Time to add some energy to our cozy gameplay, alright? Let's go! Go, kitty, go, go! Go, go! Sorry. Enjoy the ride. and we've made it to the city. Cowboys, horses, saloons, and lots of adventures are waiting for you. And there are new locations coming. Woo! Much more fun ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, all aboard!
Boring! Get to the point already.
What happened here, Moses?
To the wild ones! You killed the ambassador?
You're paranoid. Have a sip of brandy to calm you down.
Don't you tell me to calm down.
Hey! You're the detectives, aren't you?
Detectives Moses and Plato, yes, that would be us. And who do we have the honor of speaking to?
Rumor has it the ambassador's about to be assassinated.
That's interesting. Please tell me more about it.
Ah, the detectives. What a pleasant surprise. No, it's not.
Your work? This is some kind of interrogation.
An assistant to the ambassador of Torogo, and yet you don't know how to behave in a classy place like this? I hardly think so.
That dirty cow.
Buffalo.
What?
I said buffalo. Water buffalo, not a cow.
But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We haven't even started this journey.
And we might just be in for the adventure of a lifetime, huh?
Oh, but every day is an adventure with you, Plato.
Hyperion, we are falling. Do you copy? The elevator. Do you copy?
Welcome to Revelation of Decay. This is a near-future survival game we have been pouring our hearts into. The world we once knew has been corrupted by anomaly powers. But even in destruction, new beginnings are waiting to be found. You will play as a survivor, one of the rare few who can actually harness those anomaly powers. To survive in a world this dangerous, you will need some serious firepower. We have built a weapon system with a ton of variety. You can scavenge or craft melee weapons, classic modern firearms, and even sci-fi gear like railguns. On top of that, weapons can be upgraded and customized with different modes to make them shine in variety situations. One of the core features of the game is the anomaly system. Each anomaly gives you unique effects, like matches that boost burn damage. But the fun really starts when you combine them. Equipping different anomalies together can create powerful synergies. For example, pairing a Smiley Bomb with a CPR guide lets you turn monster explosions into your own health recovery. We have also designed a follower system that lets you recruit not just human survivors, but even monsters. They can fight by your side or help out back at the base. You can use base equipment like a treadmill power generator or a monster juicer to turn dangerous creatures into valuable resources. And with automation in place, you can focus on exploring without worrying too much about what is happening at home. Of course, survival isn't just about weapons and bases. The world itself is out to get you. Each main map has its own unique mechanics. In the Frozen West, you are constantly battle the cold. In an abandoned school, endless swarms of the undead rise at night to push you to your limits. That is the Revelation of Decay, a survival adventure about power, chaos, and forging your own path. We can't wait to see what kind of legend you'll create in this world.
Somewhere in this facility is a way to cure the hazards of the valley, my child. You might traverse pits, teeter across turbines. No other creature will stand in our way and stop us achieving perfection. That does seem a bit dicey, but this is what you were made for. Okay, I'm gonna pop out for a bit. Let me know when you stopped dying. Choose your forms wisely. Your task here is supremely important. This is your destination. Good luck.
We are making a survival game called Winterboro, where you play as a mouse coming back to your childhood home after years in the big city. But when you arrive, things aren't the way you left them. The burrow's falling apart, your aunt is nowhere to be found, and outside, the forest is vast and a lot harsher than you remembered. But you are a very brave little mouse, and the more you explore, the more you'll uncover. Every journey outside is a balancing act between risk and reward, so be careful. Some trails lead to friendly faces and many goodies to gather, while others to dangers you'll need to prepare for. But every single journey will help you grow a little stronger. Grass fiber is a very handy material that can be spun into yarn. Curl up in the old armchair by the fire and spend an evening knitting a cozy sweater. And maybe a new hat too, not just for comfort or a new look, but also to protect against the harsh weather outside. While you explore, you'll find berries, nuts, and mushrooms to snack on. Once you repair the broken stove in your burrow, you'll be able to take your culinary creations to a new level. Bake warm pies and biscuits to pair with some freshly brewed tea, perhaps? Keeping your belly full for all your adventures is crucial after all. On your expeditions, you'll come across different types of stone, wood, and other potentially handy materials. Perhaps you can use some of this to fix up your burrow, or mend bridges to unlock new areas? Don't forget about your parents' old crafting bench. Here, you'll be able to use these materials to create many useful tools. With an axe in your paws, collecting wood will surely be a breeze. A lantern might also come in handy on those cold, dark winter nights. Although it might seem like it at first, you're not alone in this vast winter forest. Along your travels, you'll run into other woodland creatures, some quirky, some kind, and some a little mysterious. Perhaps they will help you if you help them first. Lend a helping paw to unlock new cooking recipes and new crafting schematics. After every chilly adventure, you'll find solace returning to the warmth of your family's old burrow. And bit by bit, little by little, what's left of your childhood home will start to feel like a safe haven once again. Winterboro is a cozy survival game you can play at your own pace. So get ready to curl up by the fire with this game and try the new demo now.
And that, unfortunately, is the end of the first Indie Fan Fest. You know, Dancing with Ghosts tugged on my heartstrings, and Trash was definitely not that trash. Loving the style. Shout out to all the games that were presented in the showcase. Grab the demos where they're available, wishlist the games, and support the developers. Check them all out on our Steam Indie Fan Fest website and through the event page. Shout out to our sponsoring partners supporting the Indie Fan Fest: Raw Fury, SoftSource, XD, HeroCraft, PC, Meta Publishing, and thanks to our broadcasting partners for collaborating with us to bring this to the world: IGN, GameSpot, Twitch, and Steam for working with us on hosting this sensational showcase. Make sure to tune in for the next Indie Fan Fest, which will be announced in the coming weeks and months. We also have the Digis coming up soon, so get ready to vote on the dopest indie games that dropped in 2025. And if you are a dev, submit your game. Indie Horror Showcase and Dames for Games are online events dropping on October 23rd, 10 a.m. PT, just in time to scare the kiddies. Subscribe and follow all of the things. Much love and thanks to our partners at Digital Banditos and the Mix team for making this a reality, and all of you for tuning in. Thank you again. I'm your host, Justin Woodward, co-founder of The Mix. See you soon. Peace.